Special thanks to our Giving Tuesday Now partners, 7-Day Supermarkets, Jeju Province Development Corporation, and Papa John's.
Howdy, everybody. I'm Sabrina Salas-Matanani. Welcome to our Giving Tuesday Now special, highlighting the many acts of kindness by our community to support our frontliners during this pandemic crisis. Over the past several weeks, we've seen the best in our local business community. Several heroes have emerged among our executives, entrepreneurs, and our workforce, going above and beyond to support first responders and help those facing difficult times as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Many of these businesses and their employees, despite their personal struggles, have selflessly donated money, goods, and personal protective equipment. It seems not a day has gone by since our time of social distancing that we haven't learned of companies doing what they can to make a difference. They say in times of greatest crisis, the greatest character is revealed. And these businesses have shown us that even in time where hope is hard to find, the spirit of Inafa Maolek among many in our community still shines through. One such business is 7-Day Supermarket, which donated over 600 cases of bottled water to organizations such as Public Health, Catholic Social Services, and the Salvation Army.
This is a super important donation. We all need water. Everybody is, in need of drinking water. This donation will help all of our programs, all of our in-shelter folks in housing units for the elderly, the disabled, and the homeless. The homeless shelters, we're also working on some homeless projects as well, so homeless will be a majority. And then also with our food bank and food pantry, we can add water to our, food sets.
Mrs. Hong, this is a huge donation. I mean, we did several today. Can you just tell us why it's important for 7-Day and then your partner with Jeju to give back to the island at this time?
Well, since we've been doing 7-Day doing business on island 31 years, and this is my hometown. I'm staying here 41 years, and we want to be part of the community to help. So everyone has not enough water and things. So I'm happy to help each organization to. This donation from the Korea Jeju company, I'd like to say thank you. Also, KUM bring this opportunity to serving together. Thank you for that. Everybody be safe, and then anything that in future, I always want to be, part of them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right now, it was an unexpected blessing when you called me to tell me that we're going to have water being dropped off, and so we made the room in here, and now we got this set up so that we can distribute it to. Whether that's the nursing command station or through our food boxes, whatever it might take to distribute it, we'll make sure the water gets out. But it's a great donation for us, and we're great to receive it.
And 7-Day Supermarket wasn't the only generous business to share kindness. Organizations like the Guam Association of Realtors answered the call to support our frontliners. To Guam's business community, thank you for all your donations. You have given hope and reassurance to those who need it most in this time of uncertainty. More on how Guam gives on our special Giving Tuesday Now special after the break.
During these uncertain times, it's important to remember that we are in this together.
The Cowboys Insurance Team has continued to service the needs of our customers.
As in the past 80 years, you can count on us to be here when you need us most, when it comes to your health and the health of your family.
Let's continue making the right choices by staying home, staying safe, and staying healthy.
We are all in this together, and together we will rise again.
Special thanks to our Giving Tuesday Now partners, 7-Day Supermarkets, Jeju Province Development Corporation, and Papa John's.
Welcome back. You've heard the saying that heroes don't always come in capes, and that's a perfect way to describe our educators and our children and how they have stepped up during these uncertain times. When the decision to transition to remote learning and to cancel classes for the rest of the school year came, it meant that thousands of our children were left to be socially isolated from friends, teachers, and faculty, who not only provided academic curriculum, but also a place to socialize, play, be nourished and cared for. Local teachers and administrators were quick to figure out ways they could maintain connections and continue to educate and inspire young minds. Atakawa Elementary School 5th grade teacher Tilly Bloss wanted to let each of her 25 students know she was thinking of them and wanted to make sure they were okay. Bloss assembled 25 goodie bags filled with homemade cookies, coloring books, and bubbles, and personally delivered them to her students. Others, like Gate Visual Arts resource teacher Adele Dimolanta, created an Instagram account at Shake the Box, sharing cool ideas that parents can do with their children that are art-related.
There are a ton of resources out there. You can look up homeschooling, you can look at art at home.
Right.
There are amazing teachers who are working from home, spitting out lessons and websites and, even low-tech things that you don't necessarily need an iPad, but really engaging things that students can do from home.
Over at the University of Guam, they used technology and Facebook to do their first ever live stream telethon.
As of this moment, I'm elated to report that we've earned just over $24,000. So ladies and gentlemen, given the outpouring of support from our community, we've exceeded our original target. And we now have a new goal for this evening's live stream telethon, and that is $30,000.
Their 2-hour live stream telethon, which later aired on KUAM, raised $43,000, which went to supplying frontline workers with critically needed supplies, including toward the purchase of meals, face masks, shields, and other equipment for healthcare workers. The island's youth, in the meantime, also got creative. For example, JFK High School students produced a video to show their appreciation to the island's frontline heroes. And let's not forget about GDOE's Grab and Go breakfast and lunch program, ensuring students from all over the island receive a nourishing meal every day at a time when many families are going hungry. GDOE employee and volunteer Jonathan Pilarka.
For the last month, usually they're good spirit, and even our staff and employees, we do this every day. So I heard some of them are doing it daily, so they pull out their efforts to just give out the food here in this site. It's a small operation. We only give out 500 compared to Wedding Gale. So we're just alleviating the load from Wedding Gale. So it's a small operation. We end usually around 11:30. What I see is that towards the beginning of the month, the numbers are lesser, but towards the middle of the month, that's when we have a high increase of customers coming in.
So here's to you. Thank you for your compassion, creativity, and commitment to your students. Thank you for giving them hope that things will get better. Stay tuned, more on highlighting our heroes after the break.
Special thanks to our Giving Tuesday Now partners, 7-Day Supermarkets, Jeju Province Development Corporation, and Papa John's.
Welcome back. Our island's military community and our public safety agencies have gone above and beyond to keep our island safe, while at the same time giving back to our community. We start with Naval Base Guam's Valerie Maike.
The room was bustling with nearly a dozen volunteers and sailors in the chapel resource room at the Naval Base Guam Chapel. The room is now a donation sorting and receiving area and the operations hub for USS Theodore Roosevelt Quality of Life Task Force. Donning masks and gloves, volunteers and personnel sort through hundreds of donated items to include snacks, candy, cereal, toiletries, laundry detergent, books, coffee pods, blankets, pillows, towels, and more. All of these items were donated in support of the task force. Donations have come from throughout the NBG community, an outpouring from spouses, families, and the USO Guam. NBG Commanding Officer Captain Jeffrey Grimes explained that the task force is just one part of the USS Theodore Roosevelt Revive mission.
In addition to providing the bare necessities, food, lodging, laundry, and those things you need just to survive every day, the morale and the quality of their life inside of these isolations, quarantines, you need that little bit of extra when your family's not here to support you. So what this effort does has brought the family piece back into these sailors' lives. These sailors who are out to defending this country, defending this island of Guam, they needed that little extra something to keep their spirits high as we all, as one island, one nation, fight through this COVID pandemic.
On March 27, the Roosevelt arrived at Apra Harbor. The Nimitz-class nuclear-powered aircraft carrier brought nearly 5,000 sailors. Hundreds of sailors are being housed at NBG while in isolation and quarantine amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. NBG Ombudsman Taya Clifton is also a task force lead and assists in the coordination efforts to help receive donations. Once Clifton receives the donations, she takes them to the chapel and organizes and sorts them with members of the task force and volunteers.
It's all about offering hope and making them as comfortable as humanly possible right now. They're young, they're far away from home. It's anything we could do. And what I always tell people their mindset needs to be, if this was your husband, brother, sister, cousin, dad, what would you want in this kind of situation? And it's just the normal everyday things that you kind of have to have, and then just little pieces of home as much as we can to make them as comfortable as we can.
The task force meets at 0730 every day. Operations Specialist First Class Casey Jacobs is the lead petty officer for the task force and coordinates daily delivery of donated items throughout the base to affected sailors.
We coordinate with all the points of contact at each location. We do maintain a steady communication with them first thing in the morning, and then we try to make 3 or 4 deliveries throughout the day to assist them.
In addition to the delivery of donated items, Jacobs explained that many sailors have taken advantage of the Navy Exchange Downrange program, which allows sailors to purchase items online. Those items are then packaged by the NEX and delivered through the task force. NBG Chaplain Lieutenant Commander Q Lee said he is proud of the work being done by the task force and is grateful for the tremendous outpouring of support from the community.
These guys, they have been really, really amazing. I mean, they're constantly working tirelessly, and they're just completely dedicated to this work. We are pumped up, we are motivated, so we want to keep going. We deeply appreciate all the love and the donations that we received.
A salute also going out to all the sailors, Air Force service members and Marines, Seabees, and the Guam National Guard, GPD, and Guam Fire for continuing to contain the spread of COVID-19 on Guam.
This is a message from the firefighters of the Guam Fire Department, reminding us that it takes a community to get through this crisis.
Happy Easter, stay home and stay safe.
Our Giving Tuesday Now special continues in a moment.
Special thanks to our Giving Tuesday Now partners, 7-Day Supermarkets, Jeju Province Development Corporation, and Papa John's.
Welcome back. Here's more on how Guam gives.
The outpouring of giving is contagious as businesses all over the island using their resources to come together and help where help is needed. And one such place is at the University of Guam, where 150 students from the FAS have been stranded in their dorms because flights have been canceled to their homes because of the COVID crisis.
It's been okay since classes are canceled, and what I experienced, most of the students, they're used to in-class lectures, and all these online classes, they're a little bit difficult at first, but then we managed to pull through. And quarantine in dorm is really fun. We get help from communities, the governments, our governments back at home. So there's a big thanks to them for also supporting us. So yeah, it's okay, and we're happily living now.
Quarantine, it has been difficult. I'm not really used to having online classes, but we're all getting through it every day. All the good class lectures and trying to do work ahead of time. also with my work as well. It's been a progress.
Samdasu Water from Jeju Island in Korea, in partnership with 7 Day Supermarket, Jeju Province Development Corporation, and the KUAM Care Force, donated 50 cases of water to these students.
Sure, these are resident assistants. So these folks help distribute. So we just had lunch distributed from LSG. And then we also get donations, soap and stuff like that. So when the lockdown happened, some of the students weren't able to go to the stores. So this is a very big help for us to, ensure that our kids get the support they need. So thank you very much for the KUAM team and you folks, the partners that are really helping out our community. So we just want to thank you on behalf of our students and the University of Guam.
The water actually donated from the Jeju Province Development Corporation in Korea. Jeju is the same island like Guam. Yes. So since they, I've been putting this water 12 years, and since the Guam resident has corona, pandemic, they're willing to donate 10 pallet of water, and then we split all the different organizations. And I'm happy to, I am just proxying their donation to each organization, but I'd like to special thanks for the Jeju Province Development Corporation in Korea. Jeju 개발공사 화이팅! That's what we call in Jeju. Okay, thank you.
7 Day Supermarket and the Jeju Province Development Corporation continued their caravan of compassion by donating over 50 cases of water to the Department of Education, whose staff have been volunteering tirelessly to distribute meals to island residents through the Grab and Go Meals program.
So again, on behalf of Ms. Hong and KUAM Care Force in partnership, would like to donate 50 cases of water to the Guam Department of Education. Bringing it to you, I know we're all really trying hard, so hopefully this will help.
Thank you very much on behalf of the Superintendent and the Guam Department of Education. We really appreciate your giving and deciding to give to the Grab and Go Meals operations. They will definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much.
A total of 14 Korean-owned grocery stores also joined together to donate more than $20,000 worth of hand sanitizers, Clorox wipes, gloves, and face masks to Guam Homeland Security. Many more island businesses answering the call. The Bank of Guam donated over 450 meals to the Guam Regional Medical City, SDA, FHP, and Public Health's 3 regional clinics. Recently, they also donated about $23,000 to Catholic Social Services, Ministry of the Homeless, Manyetlu, Guahan Sustainable Culture, and PPE Guam, Azuda, with the goal of helping those who provide direct services to those in need for produce, food, meals, and personal protective equipment. Companies like Guam Premier Outlets also doing their part by presenting a $3,000 check for PPEs to the University of Guam Endowment Foundation, and GTA teaming up for Guam and donated 100 meals and some cakes to the Guam Regional Medical City, also donating close to 30 smartphones and increasing their internet speed for 3 months. And speaking of donations, Papa John's donated pizzas to our healthcare workers on the front line at the Guam Memorial Hospital and Guam Regional Medical City on this Giving Tuesday.
We're feeling good. We're always appreciative for all the support that we receive out in the community. It really helps boost the staff's morale, and we're just very appreciative, especially during this time, of the coronavirus pandemic.
From GRMC and our teams here, we like to thank Papa John's for this donation. It's going to our teams that help set up our drive-through testing. It's going to our facilities, our linen materials team, and our security team. Without this collaborative effort from our teams here at GRMC, we wouldn't be able to move forward, and without the help of our community supporters, we really appreciate everything that you do. Thank you.
And that's our show. On behalf of KUAM Communications, thank you to all our first responders and frontliners, and to all of you who have given back to the community. Remember, we are all in this together, so please stay safe.
Special thanks to our Giving Tuesday Now partners, 7 Day Supermarkets, Jeju Province Development Corporation, and Papa John's.